We've heard from the airlines, very mixed reviews, and you're welcome back anytime. American having some problems executing, United and Delta say things are okay. In the hotel business, summer travel, just walk us through things and how they look regionally at the moment.
Well, it's interesting listening to the airline CEOs because where they're consistent is about the strength of demand. And we see the same thing in our business. When we looked at Q1 results, across geographies and across segments, we saw strong and steady growth. Now, here in the U.S., our biggest market, we are seeing demand start to normalize a little bit. We had global RevPAR of about 4.2%. It was only about 1.5% here in the U.S., 11% internationally, and 16% in Asia. Now, they're still benefiting from some favorable comparisons, but we are seeing more rapid growth internationally today.
See the same thing in the airline business. If you have this international exposure, you seem to be doing better right now. What is that about? Is that the affluent consumer traveling more? What is that? What explains that?
Well, I think it's a few things. I think the strength of the dollar is driving lots of outbound U.S. travel. In fact, we were looking at the numbers for this summer in Western Europe, and this is off the back of a record 2023. Our forward booking revenue is up about 7%, going into destinations like France, Italy, Spain, Greece. And I think the same is true for Asia. There was a study that just came out that said for outbound U.S. travelers, among the most desirable destinations is Tokyo. And I think that you talked a little about exchange rates.
Dollar-yen 160 helps.
Exactly. The strength of the dollar is certainly driving that travel pattern.
I want to just sit on the idea of what the characteristics of some of these consumers are. Mm-hmm. Is there a feeling that wealthier consumers are going to keep traveling and keep spending, and the more you can capture them with an international offering, the better you are, versus, say, mid and lower income?
Well, I think for us, we're trying to capture at both ends of that spectrum. So we're lucky enough to have the industry's largest luxury portfolio. We announced a few more conversions just this morning. Resorts like Turtle Bay on Oahu and Pelican Hill out in California. So we continue to see really strong demand and pricing power in the luxury tier. At the same time, at the other end of the spectrum, over the last year, we have, for the first time in our 97-year history, moved into the mid-scale tier. And that is a more value-focused customer. And they are absolutely traveling. They're just looking for a better value proposition.